tutorial, I'm going to show you a fun and creative way to bust out a canvas. And if you stay till the end, you'll see a time lapse of this painting. Let's go. For this project, I will be using a 11 by 14 canvas panel, which I have pre-painted, an 11 by 14 canvas, a napkin, paint, and Mod Podge. The first step is to apply the napkin to the inside of the canvas. Most napkins have 2 or 3 plies. We only need the top ply for now. Separate the plies, but don't discard the other plies. Apply a thin layer of Mod Podge. I used a bristle brush. For this step, you can either place the napkin face up or face down onto the Mod Podge surface. Face up will result in a more vibrant color. I used a piece of scrunched up plastic wrap to help smooth out the napkin. It is okay if you get wrinkles as it adds to the texture. I also adhere the napkin to the inside edges, as the edges may be visible once the project is complete. I applied a top coat of Mod Podge to the napkin and let it dry. Here is a sample that is already dry and ready for the next step, which is to remove any excess napkin from the edges. I used my scissors for this. Now it is time to apply the discarded ply to the top of the canvas with Mod Podge. Apply a thin layer. Scrunch up the ply and lay it flat. You can use the plastic wrap to help smooth it out, but keep those wrinkles. It really does add to the texture. You also want to do the same for the edges. Add your final top coat of Mod Podge and let it dry. We're going to paint the top of this canvas. Before we do that, we're going to trim the excess paper. So for this project, I'm going to paint the top of this canvas, and I'm going to pick some colors from this painting. I'm going to start with some green, and then I will add some orange, red, a little bit of yellow, and I might add some of this metallic copper, which I used for the background of that painting. And I've just added some paint to my palette. And I'm just using a 1-inch brush. And I'm just going to apply this randomly. I will speed this process up as I know you're here to find out how to do the busted canvas part. Now keep in mind, when we are going to cut the canvas, that the center part really won't show because it'll be underneath the curled canvas. So it'll be underneath here, so we won't see them. So the color you want to concentrate on is on the perimeter of the canvas. Option, if you didn't want to paint this top canvas, you can also use another napkin or paper. Oh, how about like a mixed media, where you add a whole bunch of different pieces of paper to your canvas. That would be fun. Okay, this is nice and dry. And to speed up the process, you can certainly use your blow dryer. Now, because the inside, which is going to be shown on the other side once we curl them, has some red. So I'm going to add a little bit of red on my painting. Now for the fun part. We are going to start by cutting this canvas. Now, you can either cut it with the canvas facing down or facing up. I prefer this method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. You can cut this in 4 slices, 6 slices, or more. So this is an 11 by 14 canvas, and as this one. So here I cut it into 6 slices, and I think it really looks nice on this size of canvas. So I'm going to repeat that on this one. So I'm going to find my center. I'm pretty sure it's about here. You could measure to make sure, but I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to just press down and pull. You don't want to go all the way to the end. You can feel where the frame is. So you want to leave at least an inch or maybe 2, depending on what you want, away from the wooden frame. So if I flip it over, you can see that I've cut up to here. So I still have about an inch and a half from the corner. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to turn my canvas towards me. I'm going to cut from here to this corner. I find it easier when I'm cutting towards myself. So when you're cutting, don't cut just over your table, because you might cut into the surface. Okay, so I've got 4 slices. Oh, I apologize. I said 6 curls. I actually have 8. 8 curls. Oh, okay. That's what I'm going to go with. But you see, if I had just the 4, when I curl it, that's what it would look like. But I really want 8. So now I'm just going to continue cutting. Always be careful of your fingers. Now for the next step, you will need a hot glue gun, your canvas that you've cut up, also the canvas panel that you painted or decoupaged. And then we're going to attach these together, like so. Whoop, peekaboo. Okay, so you can either add the glue to the frame of this canvas or on the edge of the canvas panel. I'm going to add the hot glue to the edges of this canvas. You have to work fairly quickly. As the hot glue, as you know, can solidify fairly quickly. This is my new wireless hot glue gun, which I'm liking so far. Just add a little bit more. And then I'm going to apply the canvas board right on top. Make sure it's lined up. And press. And then flip it over. We are going to curl these back. Add a little bit of glue. You can use the handle of a paintbrush. I'm going to use my palette knife to hold it down. That way I don't get any hot glue on my fingers. Okay, let's go. So we'll start here. Add some glue. Curl. And hold. And repeat. You can see where you want to curl it. Isn't that fun? Kind of want to match this side. There we go. Add my glue here. Oh, need to push this down. There we go. And hold just for a few seconds. Oh, this is so fun when it's revealed. I highly recommend these wireless glue guns. I may just put the link down below for this glue gun. I really like it. Oh, hold that for a few seconds. Oh, look at that nice leaf and the acorns. Go curl it. Ooh, I really like that red. I'm going to curl it just a little bit more. I love it. You can see the little bit of copper that I put on the top of the canvas is peeking through. The possibilities are endless with this type of busted canvas. You could probably do this to a smaller frame with even a photo, a family photo in there. That would be pretty nice. And there's so many napkins out there, so beautiful. Imagine I'm going to do a Christmas one next. I don't know if you noticed, but this glue gun doesn't drip. I don't have any glue hanging off of this. Wow. So cool. Yeah, for the last one. Wow. I would love to read the comments as to whether or not you enjoyed this process and if you're going to try it. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that nice? Now, not finished. If you want, you can add embellishments. Now, I bought these from Michael's. Aren't they lovely? For fall. So I used that for the church busted canvas. But I'm going to use these lighter ones for this canvas. And since I have some light colors here, I thought that these leaves would pull it all together. Now, you can glue them anywhere you want, but for some reason, I like this corner. Just tuck it in to this curled portion. I think I like to add some color in here as well. And there we go. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you will try it. Don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe. Now stay tuned if you want to see the time lapse of this painting. Until next time.